Here's Goff now on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
DC. Watch tight. Tight is right. Here we go.
Goff now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense. 180.
Goff now to throw. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. A first down throw for Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Jameis on 2nd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Richard on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Gone. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. By 20.
Back to throw. Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Gurley again here on 1st down. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for L.A., they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You